Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another EVE Online stream. My camera is just a little high. There we go. Oh, fun little technical things. Alright, so we are back, and we're getting ready to do... well, no one participated in the poll, except Ivan put in the comments what he would like me to do something with my corp, which unfortunately is not something that I can do at this present time. It takes a little bit of time to organize that kind of stuff, but that means it was up to me to decide what exactly we were doing for this episode, and I have decided. I don't know if it's the most efficient thing to do or not, but I know what we're doing. We are going to start diving into some security missions here in Amarr space. Because, yeah, that's just what we need to do. I figure I'll spend the LP that I get on some better implants, so my skill training goes a little bit faster, and I will probably branch out pretty quickly and move on to like Sisters of Eve stuff, so we can start earning LP towards the Sisters Core probe launcher and the probes, and maybe an Astero blueprint copy down the line. All of those would be wonderful. So that's the long-term plan, but for tonight, yes, doing some Amarr security missions, get some of those LPs to spend on implants that are just significantly better than what I have right now, which let me see if I can even find augmentations. Okay, yeah, so this clone doesn't have any. My other jump clone has two. It's like an ocular implant and one other, but they're just literally plus ones. They're not anything good. So, yeah, that's the plan for tonight. I figure we'll go ahead and get to it. We're not in the right station for it, so we will have to undock and just head over to a neighboring station, same system. But let's get to it. Actually, did I just start on the sister stuff now? I've been so back and forth on this like all day. I'm gonna look in the agency and just see how far away the agent is. Mission agents, security agents. Okay, so there's that, or what we want is any distance, ISAC, and Servant Sisters of Eve. One right here, 35 jumps away. So the Amarr one is actually further away from us than like the Caldari ones, it looks like. Okay, no, we're gonna stick with our original plan. We're just going to go here. Shipments. One of these two. I think it might be this one, but if not, we'll just jump over to the other one. But yeah, I'm happy to be back in familiar territory. Well, relatively familiar. I just moved to this system not that long ago, and haven't spent a lot of time here. Mostly I've been in Caldari space with the new corp, but we are slowly getting familiar with this system as well. Come on. Pop open the thing there. Have our extra crystals, our mobile tractor unit. Lots of stuff stored back at the base, obviously, but this is all I need for right now. And yes, level 1 security. It was here, as I expected, so let's see what they've got for us. Yes, I have something for you. We have reports of terrorists wreaking havoc in Luramu. Our convoys have been attacked, as well as some outlying outposts. They seem to be intent on causing as much damage as possible. I'd like you to take care of them as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's what I specialize in. And be aware that they may not all be gathered together when you arrive. If so, you'll be able to pick them off as they warp in to the rendezvous point. Well, that would be convenient. 119 loyalty points. And an okay amount of ISK, I guess. Let's accept that. And undock. Just go take out some people messing with trade routes. Not too shabby. Pretty easy stuff there. I mean, it's no epic arc, but it'll do. Here we go. He actually did, well, I was going to do a couple of distribution missions up in the Caldari space. I ended up just doing one and then working on a fit for my hauler to try to make it just a little bit faster so that they aren't so painful. But yeah, it was good. Pretty easy one. The hauler is a bit overkill for the level 1 distribution missions, but the cargo was bigger than anything that I had on hand, so. Yeah, let's get down here. Oh, we're gonna accelerate. Acceleration gate in. That's fun. Activate gate. Get myself ready to launch drones. Excellent. Orbit this person and start locking some targets. Launch drones. Because that person is within my drone range. Yeah, this person's in laser range. Go ahead and launch the MTU so it's doing its thing while we're doing our thing. Lock some more targets here. Go. Do I have anyone else that's not targeted yet? Alright, looks like it's just these three that are left. Take that too. Air daily goal completed. Fantastic. Oh, there's more people incoming. Let's hit him with lasers. These guys with the drones. Throwing a lot of ships at me here. Actually head towards the MTU and orbit that at 25 kilometers. Go back to the ships. The rest of these guys. Man, they just keep coming too. Like, how many people is it gonna have me take out? Alright, looks like that's everybody. Get the drones back in. They've done their job. Head down to the MTU. And then we'll start salvaging. So I had also worked on some plans for a salvage frigate. It'd be based on a magnate. Have 3 salvagers in the top, 3 salvage tackles in the rig slots. So obviously, with 3 salvagers and the 3 salvage tackles, better chance of successfully salvaging. And then the frigate itself has a bonus to the cycle duration speeds. So you get to try over and over faster. So even if you do fail, like, it still doesn't take as long. And then cargo expanders on the bottom slots, and nice micro warp drive and some extra cap batteries in the mids to help get everything where it needs to be. Alright, let's start salvaging. Let's loot everything we've got so far. So yeah, it'd basically be a whole new strategy to this part of each mission. So I would bookmark the location of the MTU. And just kind of sit in the area while it pulls all the wrecks in, but I would scoop it and actually leave the loot and the wrecks. Then I'd come back with the frigate and pick up all the loot from the canister that gets left behind when you scoop the MTU without emptying it first. And then just really quickly target and salvage all the wrecks that are sitting right there. And the micro warp drive is just in case the MTU like misses a wreck or whatever, and get to wherever I'm going quickly. but ultimately it shouldn't be necessary. Just kind of there in case. I did actually get myself some storage containers too. 3 of the standard small storage containers, nothing fancy, but it does give me a place to put some of my stuff so it's not cluttering the item hanger. It's so bad. The big one is the salvage container, so I can just condense all of that into one space. Actually, one of the things I really love about the small standard containers as well as the giant secure containers is they are both an excellent way to increase the cargo space of your ship if you have items that can be divided into smaller units. So for instance, I have 300 cubic meters of storage on this ship. So I can fit 3 of the small standard containers in here. Now you'd think that just divides your cargo, right? For organization or whatever. But no. Each of those containers takes up 100 cubic meters of space, but actually gives you 120 cubic meters of space. So I've now taken my 300 cubic meter cargo hold and turned it into a 360 cubic meter cargo hold. As long as whatever I'm carrying is something that I can divide in smaller units, like ore or minerals or, you know, what have you, salvage, etc. And then I did mention the giant secure containers. They can do that as well, but better, just as long as you can fit them, because they take up 3,000 cubic meters of storage space and give you back 3,900. And if you do the math, nope, stop. That's not what I asked for. Not what I meant to ask for anyway. Yeah, so the giant secure containers actually give you more space than the small standard containers would. I think if you do the math, it's like the small standard containers give you 800 for that same amount of space, whereas the giant secures give you 900 for that space. So, I mean, if you can fit the giant secure containers in, that's always the better way to go, but, you know, obviously with 300 cubic meters of space, I couldn't, and thus that's what I got the other night to help me move everything out of Minimatar space and back to my home system. And it worked pretty well. I still had to go back for some stuff, but not that much. I got almost everything inside the ship using that trick. And I probably would have gotten everything if I didn't have the MTU with me, which is a container itself, and you can't nest containers, which I kind of forgot about. If you could, I think I would have had it. We're getting there. They threw a lot of enemies at us. It was kind of crazy. mean, there's still 10 wrecks on the field, and like we've done a lot of salvaging so far already, so. But yeah, once I have the money for that frigate, imagine how much faster this process will be. The only part of the plan that I'm iffy on is the whole, like, leaving the loot. So I guess it's a matter of, like, I'll scoop the MTU and take as much as I can, but if it fills up the hold, which it may, in some cases, then I'll just leave whatever is left. And I can grab it with the frigate when I come with the frigate. I think that's probably the way we'll go. There we go. Oh, it's being stubborn. But yeah, I started thinking about it just because, like, I'm an alpha, and I started with salvaging 3, which is as high as I can train the salvaging skill on an alpha clone. So clearly, more skills wasn't going to help me advance the whole salvaging speed thing any faster. But there's one ship that I have access to as an alpha that has any kind of bonus that has something to do with salvaging, and that's the exploration frigate. And it's the same bonus on all the frigates for each race, so I'm just going to use the one that I have access to most easily without additional training. And that is the Magnate. And it's like a 5% bonus per skill level to the cycle time of your salvagers, which is great. So you'll still fail as often, presumably. Like, nothing to help reduce your failure rate. Now we can go ahead and scoop this now. So yeah, nothing to reduce your failure rate, but you get to try more often in the same amount of time. So that helps speed things up. And then, obviously, the rig slots you use for salvage tackles. And that decreases your chances of failure. So not only are you salvaging faster, like the cycles are going faster, you get more attempts, but your attempts are more successful. So that really speeds up the process. It made sense to me. I know the traditional style is to, like, use a destroyer because you have so many high slots. You can fit small tractor beams and salvagers side by side, but like with the MTU deployed, you don't need the tractor beams. Everything's already gathered in one place for us. And then the cargo expanders are really just in case sort of thing, so that we can scoop all of the loot that we can't pick up with our normal ship as we're scooping up the MTU. I really should be descamming, just in case. I am sitting here for a while, so. We can go ahead and set our destination. think one of the reasons I like the salvaging so much is it kind of reminds me of mining, which I find very relaxing. So after a crazy combat mission, you can just kind of come relax after the fact, do some salvaging as a result of said combat mission. Plus you get a bunch of loot. What is this exactly? Oh, cargo scanner. Nice. Alright, one more wreck, and then we are off. Full afocal pulse. Neutralizer. Quite a few things there. Okay. Let us go. Stack all this. Now, 100 of this is taken up by the MTU, and then 3 more by these gamma crystals that I bring with me. So 73.6 cubic meters of loot. Not too shabby. Plus, you know, the actual payout for the mission. So what I'm going to do is drop all of this at the station we're missioning at. And I'll just pick it up later. Probably tomorrow. And move it over to the station that we're actually using as our home base. Some of these I'll keep, some of them I won't. Eventually I'll be training missile skills, so light missiles are a good thing to hold on to. Don't really need the rockets though. Obviously the salvage will keep. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. Alright, so this goes in the item hanger. One of these goes in the item hanger. This. Nope. These. I hate when the tooltips get in the way. That's just frustrating. There we go. Now when I stack this, back to normal. And let's complete the mission. Knew I could count on you. I don't know how you knew that, because we just met, but let's request another mission. Special ship restrictions. Let's make sure we're good. Corvette, frigate, Navy frigate, interceptor, assault frigate, covert ops, electronic attack ship, logistics, destroyer. Yes, we can take in the Dragoon. Good. Always gotta check. I just received an emergency communication from an insider in the Quaife Corporation. Perhaps you've heard of them, the single biggest soft drink manufacturer in the galaxy. Thanks to Quaife's assistance in resolving the Garanifa incident, their presence and political clout within the Empire has grown tremendously. Anyway, Quaife has been secretly developing a new soft drink called Quaife Unleashed that they say will revolutionize the entire soft drink industry. Dang. Gonna be a good drink, apparently. But only hours ago, the formula was stolen. Oh no. Security records show that a Quaife employee, an Amarrian named Galen Famis? Yes. Has just left the station with the top secret formula in his possession. Quaife representatives believe that he might be on his way to try to sell or deliver the formula to one of Quaife's competitors. Oh my. And have offered a reward for the recovery of the formula. Okay. Now, the Amarr government has spoken out against this act of corporate terrorism, but so far they haven't taken any overt actions to deal with it. We could make big points if we could find Famis. We were able to track him for a while, and we've just heard that he's now in the Luruhomu system. That's next door. I'll upload the coordinates to your neocom, stop him before he meets his contact, and bring back the formula. Oh, and make sure you keep this to yourself. Rafe doesn't want it to get out that this formula even exists. Okay, so when we're done, we need to have this in our cargo bay. I think we can manage that. Howdy everybody, welcome to the stream. Hope you all are having a good night. We were just running some Amarr security missions for fun and a little bit of profit. Mostly trying to earn ourselves some implants that don't completely suck, so our skill training will go just that little bit faster. Yeah, we do have a follower goal going on this week, so if you have not followed, please go ahead and do so. That way you'll get notified when we go live, and helps out the channel also. So kind of a win-win. And yeah, just drop in the comments if you feel like it. Let us know how you're doing. I'm very used to talking to myself, but it's always good to have company in the chat there too. Let's go get this secret formula for a soda company whose name I won't disclose. Apparently it's top secret. Oh, this poor guy, he doesn't know what was coming. No idea. But he will soon. Soft drink wars. The cola wars, as they're called. Oh no, he jumped. Not fast enough. Activate the gate. Great. And mercs. Alright, good. Shooting at me instead of my drones. That's what we want. You are going to get wrecked by my drones, though. 100%. Okay, stop. Cover the drones. Grabbing everything I can here. Kind of nice that everything is like right here. Didn't even have to drop the MT to make that happen. Plus it gives my shields a chance to recharge, which is always good. Not that I'm afraid they're even going to go down, but... I do have a passive shield tank set up on this ship, which is, I know, it's weird for Amarr ships. I was trying to get some more damage modules in the bottom slots, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter, ultimately. So, I will eventually switch this to an armor tank ship, as the good lord intended. But for right now, it's just a passive shield tank, and that works out pretty well for us. The armor fit has missiles and other stuff on it to make that work, so that the cap's not being sucked up by lasers. So yeah, that's kind of what we are gonna end up doing, but like I said, that's down the road. Gotta do some more training, because like my missile skills are non-existent. Alright, let's go ahead and lock him up first. It's going to be our orbit target. Alright, that's that. So open target on this. Use perch it. Yeah, I know the destroyer is kind of overkill at this point for these low-level missions, but I don't want to refit a frigate just for this. And we'll be at into the level 2 missions soon enough. No doubt in my mind. Ooh, Imperial Navy tags. Nice. All tags are good. I mean, the captain tags and whatever are obviously more valuable than just the generic ones, but they're all useful. So, that's good. Let's leave it all, and then we can scoop this guy. And salvage these last 4 wrecks, and we'll be on our way. What I really need to do is get myself some rig blueprints and start turning all this salvage into rigs. Even the T1 rigs. You can sell those for quite a bit, honestly. And it's not like we don't have the materials to make them. So yeah, that's probably on the agenda. Where's our ISK? ISK is low. Obviously. As soon as that completes, we can go ahead and jump back to the mission giver. There we go. Stack all this. There we go. Let's get docked up and complete this mission. I forget however many missions it is to get like a storyline. I don't remember if it's like, I want to say 16, but I'm really not sure. As fast as these are going, we can probably knock that out pretty quick.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, get everything back into the item hanger here.
Insurance providers wish to remind claimants that only the Theology Council may declare events as acts of God.
Okay. Talk to our agent. Complete mission. Nice work, but I wonder why the formula has this psychotropic drug in it. Well, never mind. Sometimes it's best not to know. Oh, that's a funny stab at the real life soda companies who, at least back in the day, put very mind-altering and very addictive drugs in their products. Specifically Coca-Cola. You know, they used to put cocaine in their drinks, hence the name Coke. Now they use sugar and caffeine, which are both legal. But still pretty addictive, so... I mean, ethics-wise, ethics probably aren't there, but the business acumen of getting people addicted and creating brand loyalty in that way, it's one way to do it. Alright, good. Listen, some idiot just hacked into the aid system and fired all the doctors. Then a bigger idiot burned out all of the replacement hardware by trying to replace single units instead of rebooting the whole darn system. So the whole station is cracked, completely without medical staff. I need you to go pick up the nearest batch of replacement parts from the Sisters of Eve Medical Center in Liro Mu, and bring them back here before everyone manages to die of the debillion flu or something. That's fair. So, kind of a hauling mission, almost, but under the security mission tab, so it's still technically a security mission. But yeah, it's just a run and pick something up thing. So that works. The destination, let's jump.
Warp drive active.
Probably not a lot of loot from this mission, which is okay. We're really after the loyalty points and standings increases more than anything. One of the last few things I've got left in the Enforcer branch of the Air Career program is spending 300 or more loyalty points in a loyalty point store. So this should help us do that. At least that's the plan. Oh, warp to location. Interesting.
Drive active.
I wonder if this is going to be one of those things where it like changes the expectations on me a little bit. Like the station was ambushed and we've got to fight off some pirates before we can get the supplies, or could happen. Yep, there are the enemies. Right there. Okay. Hello, sir. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. How are you doing? It's fun to watch the drones just like decimate things off in the distance. Let's go get this loot. There's only a couple wrecks, so I figure it's not worth dropping the MTU. Although it kind of depends on how long this takes to salvage, so... I guess once we're in the range of it, maybe we can throw it down for a second. Let it pull in the other 3 wrecks. I gotcha. Always fun. Come on, drag it into range. There we go. So I used to have a character a while back, and I played on that for, I don't know, maybe a year and a half. This one is new, however. Maybe like two and a half weeks old or so. So yeah, not super deep into it yet, but holy crap. And Tempo Enterprises, thank you so much for the raid. And the follow. Appreciate it. Howdy. Welcome to the stream.
Drive active.
Thank you all for stopping by. Appreciate it. Alright, now let's take out some... Well, pick up some medical supplies, but I think there's, yeah, pirates. There's always pirates. Hey, thank you for follows. Appreciate that. For everyone just joining, we're just running some security missions in Amarr space. Trying to get some loyalty points so we can get implants that work better than the +1s you get during your career missions. So that's the goal. On this character, not too long, just about 2.5 weeks. I do have a older character that I played on for about a year. So, not a total new bro, but a lot of things have changed since I last played. And what about you? I assume probably a decent amount of playtime under the belt at this point. Nineteen and a half years. Okay, yes. Very much so. That's cool, though. Hey, thank you so much for the follows. Appreciate that. Alright, got the meds. Start salvaging. Yeah, that's a long run. How old is Eve anyway? That puts you around pretty close to when it started, I think. That's what I thought. Yeah, so you've kind of been here for it all. That is awesome. Yeah, but, you know, when a game's been around for 21 years, like, being there within the first 2 years is almost day one. I can imagine. I remember when I started my first character, like, there were no tutorials or anything. They really just kind of threw you into the deep end. Like, you had the career agents and they taught you a little bit, but yeah, that learning curve was steep, so I can't even imagine what it was like almost 20 years ago.
Warp drive active.
Yes. Yes, for sure. As a recent new player, I can attest to that. Alright, so question from someone who's been playing for a long time. What would you say is the most fun thing to do in the game? Like, I'm still in a testing phase. My old character I mostly did mining on, so I didn't experience a lot there. I've already done more on this character than I ever did on that one.
Warp drive active.
And like, I found things that I enjoy, but I know I've got so much game to experience yet, so like, in your opinion, like what is the best part of EVE Online?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, let's get this stuff stored up real quick. And talk to the agent. Anything you like. Enjoys different parts of the game. For me, the fun thing is high stack ratting. Targeted missile boats. That does sound amazing, actually. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done any high stack ratting really, except for, you know, obviously the belt rats when you're mining. But it is something I want to get into, because I like the security mission stuff, and I think the ratting would also be fun. And I think the auto-targeting missile thing sounds amazing. I imagine it's a bit like just flying in with drones out and letting them automatically target whoever as you just fly through them. But if it's fun, you know, no shame. None at all. Alright, well done. Not a single unnecessary death. And the reward's pretty generous, so it should cover any additional hassle, I think. Sorry for the trouble, though. Yeah. I mean, it's a security mission. I knew it was going to involve combat. Yeah, the thing I'm looking at a lot recently is the wormholing stuff. And like, as an alpha clone, I can't have cloaks, so it's an iffy proposition. But I think it'd still be fun to just kind of like run in and grab what I can and like duck before anyone has a chance to catch me. Alright, forbidden cloning. I do, though. It is of a most distressing nature. Recently, rumors have come to my attention that some scientist has taken it upon himself to attempt to clone a member of a noble Amarr family. This heretic must not be allowed to go through with his blasphemous experiments. I need you to be the instrument of God's will in this matter. Destroy this facility completely. Let him answer to God for his actions. Okay. Yes, that's right. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's good, and sometimes you just don't get that much. I guess that's the fun of it. I used to do trading cards and stuff, and it's kind of like opening a booster pack. You don't know what you're gonna get, and odds are it's probably not that great, but yeah, it's still exciting to pop open a new one and just see what's in there, so. I get the excitement of just like running in there and just seeing what's there. Alright, so let's accept this. I'm gonna go destroy a facility. I assume ship restrictions don't forbid destroyers. And specifically don't forbid my destroyer. Good. Oh, it's literally in the system for once. Nice. Do you like that? Yeah, my first wormhole trip, I literally, like, forgot to bookmark the exit, so I got to spend about half an hour chasing that back down. Thankfully, it was a nice, quiet, wormhole that night, so... yeah. Yeah, basically. Not my proudest moment, but, you know, we recovered and made it back out. Yeah, so this is the facility. Go orbit this guy. And launch this. Alright, laboratory. Lock that bad boy down. Some incoming ships again. Wow, that's quite the explosion. Dang. Alright, let's get our drones back here. That was a pretty impressive explosion, I'm not gonna lie. Let's get the afterburner going. Alright, finish up salvaging these guys. We can head back and get another mission. Not sure where my LP is at so far. 239. So we're getting there. I'll have to look in the store and see how much those implants are. I mean, from what I've heard, missions are definitely not like the best thing in the world anymore, but I still enjoy them, so I'll run them. And I'm trying to build standing because, like, I just started this character a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Oh, jeez. That is quite a bit of Amarr Navy LP there. I don't need to do that. Just scoop, not block. So, I mean, the level ones I don't think were ever really worth anything. Except just getting yourself to level 2s and beyond that. I mean, honestly, yes, I will take pretty much any advice that more seasoned players have. Like, I found some stuff I like to do, but still working my way through all the content. It's like, EVE is a big game. And there is a lot to do. Yeah, that does make sense. I actually had a plan for a salvage frigate using the one of the Tech 1 Explorer ships, since they have the bonus to salvage times. But like, I do have Corsairs sitting in the bay gathering dust, so I could always make a destroyer or two.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like maybe 2 weeks on it so far. So basically you're saying just like, don't bother salvaging, leave the loot entirely until you're like at the L4 missions. Okay. Well, let's try that. It'll certainly speed things up, that's for sure. Alright, you've heard of Serval Mastis, the infamous troublemaker. Well, he's escaped from the prison camp where he was held. We need someone to locate him and bring him back here discreetly. Word of his escape gets out, political dissidents from all across the Empire will start causing trouble. Fortunately, we've tracked the ship he stole and located its signal at a suspected terrorist outpost in Luromu. Are you willing to fly out there and retrieve him? There's a significant reward. No. Our definitions of significant are different, but I will accept. Let's just go kill everyone and recover this guy.
Warp drive active.
I think one of the things I like about the missions, even though like they're not the best loot, is just that there's some storyline attached to it. Makes it a little more interesting, for me personally, anyway. Yes, I think I'm over 2 million skill points now, but not by much. Yeah, 2.29.
Warp drive active.
So, still doing a lot of training. I think my queue's at like over 100 days still right now. I mean, that's true. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and abandon those. Someone else can come grab them. These are beam, I think. Yeah. The drones I can control out to 35 kilometers, so I wanted something that could... I mean, they're not going to keep up with that, obviously, but just something that would give me a little better range than the pulse. Let's go with this guy. Alright. It's a little bit unorthodox. I'm using a passive shield tank that I know is not correct for an Amarr ship, but I wanted to see if I could get more of the damage amplifiers in, and it didn't really work, unfortunately. Alright, let me pull it back up. So eventually I plan to change this to an armor tank. Replace the lasers with missiles and get a couple of auto cannons up here in the last 2 slots.
Warp drive active.
I know. Like I said, I just wanted to get more of the damage amplifiers in the bottom, but it didn't really work. I have to sacrifice so many of the bottom slots for CPU and stuff. It makes more sense to just do the armor tank anyway, because I can get the same number of damage slots. Or the damage amplifiers in either way.
Warp drive active.
And then like when I'm not streaming, I'll do a lot of mining, so I have shield skills for the mining ships because they are not set up for armor tanks. Not even a little bit.
Docking permission requested. Docking request
A
accepted.
web and heat sinks. Okay. You're just looking for the traits? Yeah, 10% bonus to drone hit points and damage, 20% to energy Nosferatu, and energy neutralizer optimal range. And then obviously fall off range, the same stuff. And then 25% bonus to drone max velocity. So tank wise, it's not like bonused in any particular way. But like all the Amarr ships have the extra low slots for it. So yeah. Plus the starting skills, obviously. Being Amarr, I have more in the armor tank. Right. I had read somewhere that the newts don't really work on NPCs. I could put NOS in there and like still drain cap from them, but like their cap is supposed to be set at a certain amount and you can't ever change it. I mean, I have a coercer, but this is a dragoon. Anyway, let's complete this real quick. Alright, let's grab another mission. Okay, this is the medical one again. So, no need to read that. We can just accept it and go do it. Right, yeah, that's what I had heard. So you're saying go with the Coercer because it has bonuses that actually matter in PvE?
Warp drive active.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. That's true. Level ones do seem to be a little bit more on the easy side. I figure by the time I'm running threes, I'll be in a cruiser anyway. At least that's my plan. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I know the level 4 is kind of up the challenge quite a bit. So Battleship was always the plan for this. Alright, I will have to do that. Get you added to the in-game contacts here. Okay, so there should be container with meds. Let's go open that. Okay, kill those. Let's get docked up.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, I do know the old adage, don't fly anything you can't afford to replace. So, it's, if you're going to be risking it, then make sure you won't, like, absolutely suffer from a loss of it. Just in case. Also, I know, once you get into the nicer ships, gankers sort of become a thing. Which I would love to avoid that as well, so... Yeah, I'm not trying to get too blingy. Honestly, like, I don't think I'd take anything crazy into an L4. The blingy ships I'd probably save for, like, the really high tier wormhole ratting. If I was going to use them at all. Yes. I mean, pretty much. And there's a fourth of the air career program that's basically trying to get you used to that concept. Alright, we'll just toss this in the item hanger since we're not using it. What do you got for us? We've spotted an unauthorized barista's personnel transport ship flying through a nearby system. For me, I try not to do a whole lot of PvP. I'm thinking I'll eventually get into the faction warfare stuff a little bit, but as far as like just randomly ganking people, I generally try not to. I know PvP is a part of the game and it's necessary for the economy and all that, so like, I'm not complaining about it. But yeah, it's not where I've found my fun. At least not so far. Alright, cargo scanners reveal a load of militants on board. No doubt a part of a ground force intended to strike a target near here. We don't know where they are headed or what they're up to, but we definitely want to find out. I request that you intercept the transport and capture the men on board, bring them back to us for questioning. I believe the escort team is split up into a few groups. If you strike fast and hard, you'll probably avoid getting swarmed by them all at once. Keep a lookout for any stray ships. We don't want them escaping back to their home base to report the incident. That's right. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot fewer people out there, generally speaking. I would assume. So... I'm gonna guess you're one of the big corps out there. Have your own sovereign systems and everything.
Warp drive active.
Now that is true. Alright, how do I search a particular character? You're saying in game or like online?
Drive active.
Button social then contacts. Okay. Search. PM. Alright. Does not want to pull up anything. Probably because I don't like have you in my contacts. Or is it I'm being stupid? Never mind. Got it. Member of Ascendancy. Yeah, no, I figured it out. I was being retarded. Oh, description. Yeah, very cool. Since I have officially met you, though, do you mind if I add you as a contact? Always good to have friends. Let's slide that to the side for now. Here. Alright, sounds good. Add contacts. Done and dusted. Okay. Right. Alright, sounds good, sir. Have a good night. And yeah, I will look at some coarser fits when I'm done with all this. Appreciate all the advice. That is an awesome emote. I'm definitely a fan.
Drive active. Right. Got some bigger stuff in here. Wait for him to get close enough that I can actually lock him. There we go. That one, I think I'm going to have to loot and get our militants. Those dollars to donuts, I bet they were in that cruiser. I was correct. They were in the cruiser, so we got them.
Let's get out of here. Turn in this mission and jump on another one. Let's see where we're at for the LP. 427. Not too shabby. This one probably put us over 5. We'll see how much that implant is. For those implants. I need all the attribute ones.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So let's complete this. Oh yeah, this will put us over 5. Alright, now before we request another mission, look at the LP store. I don't want the limiteds. So the limiteds are 750 already. We want like the good ones though. Want the basics. And not even the standards. Improved. Okay, 65,000. Well, we're probably not going to get that much tonight, but at least we know what the goal is. And 65 million ISK to boot. Goodness. So we might start with the limiteds, just to fill the gaps of what we have and don't have. I don't think I have anything on this clone yet. Yeah. And we'll work our way up to the nicer one. So let's go ahead and request the next mission. Come up, that's right up your alley. I need a shipment of synthetic oil delivered to this station as soon as possible. It's currently stored in one of our warehouses in Liromu. I'll give you the coordinates, of course. Just warp to our outpost, navigate to the warehouse, and pick up the shipment, and then return it here. Simple, ain't it? Just make sure you keep a lookout for any suspicious activity. Can't be too careful these days. Well, I'm sure there will be some suspicious activity, because that's just how these things go. But that's never stopped us before, so let's jump on it. Destination.
Drive active.
Time for a drink.
Alright, let's warp to location.
Drive.
I don't know, maybe it'll surprise me. Maybe it'll just be a simple pickup, no combat. I doubt it. But maybe.
Cargo.
How's everyone else doing tonight? Good, I hope. Last week we had a tropical storm here, so thankfully our place was okay, but a lot of people we know had flooding and stuff, and it was a rough weekend for them. So hopefully you all fared better than that. I figured. I mean, I could just warp out, but like, that's no fun. Certainly a target-rich environment. Alright. Call the drones. As soon as they're back, we can jump.
Warp drive active.
Yes, the Grease does not appreciate me blowing up the ships. I know. Which is unfortunate, because it's like the one pirate faction that I'd be interested in doing anything with. Is like, I want all of their drone ships. They're so cool. Plus the Caldari halls are really cool that they're based on. So that's a bonus as well. Get docked up here.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
There we go. It takes a minute to dock up for some reason. Let's complete this. And request a new mission. With the 7, 1 of 5 replacement. Okay. So this is like a nice little chain mission they got going here. While I enjoy the tremendous service Capsuleers provide agents like me, I can't begin to count how many times I've been let down over the years by those lacking the proper skills, judgment, diligence, or rudimentary attention span. And it seems that the last few I hired to provide an armed escort for a convoy of civilian transports has gone missing, probably lured away by a more lucrative job. I need you to head to the Lurumo system and meet up with the convoy at once. If they're in any kind of trouble when you arrive, please take care of it. Alright, well, see what I can do. Set destination. And jump.
Warp drive active.
No doubt, the way these missions usually go, their convoy will be in some sort of trouble. But we'll go take care of it. Alright, let's warp to location.
Warp drive active.
Yep, not surprised. Alright, transport vessel, we're going to orbit this guy. The 17-meter. Hey gang, it looks like the second string escort has finally arrived. We're done with this transport. So we're going to get out of here, take out this new trash quickly so you can empty the rest of the convoy and catch up. Okay. There we go. dust. Oh, she wrote.
Warp drive active.
Nice quick one. Not too bad.
Warp drive
Let's go turn in this mission and get another. Could be 4 more in this little chain that they've presented, so that'll be good.
docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, complete mission. Well done fending off those pirates. Some of them escaped, you say? I didn't see any escape. The 7? I was hoping it wasn't that particular gang again. While we're very grateful that you managed to prevent most of the civilians from being kidnapped, there is still the issue of the ones that were taken. When they warped away from the last encounter, we were able to track them down and obtain the coordinates of that hideout. I'm prepared to grant you the authority on behalf of our family to hunt down these criminals. What do you say? Are you still willing to help? Sure. Go hunt down some criminals. Make New Eden a safer place.
Warp drive active.
I was kind of wondered why they set it up so that the system you get the mission in is not the system you do the mission in. I mean, I know it is sometimes, but like a lot of the time it has you going to another nearby system to actually do the mission. Which I found interesting.
Warp drive active.
Rescue some kidnapped citizens. Like there's some enemies in the area. How the heck did you find this place? Never mind, it doesn't really matter. No, it doesn't, because you're going to die right now. Nothing. Okay. Hello, sir. How's it going tonight? Good. Glad to hear it. I got a nice big raid earlier. So many of these lovely people hanging out in the background are from that. Yeah, definitely appreciated that. And Tempo Enterprises did the raid. So, shout out to him.
To give the commands to be
Yeah,
drone
no,
requires
come
you
on.
to have an active target.
I have an active target, thank you. Yes, correct. Yeah, it's definitely much appreciated. Came in with like 93 people. I look forward to the day when I'm doing the same. Yes. That is correct.
Warp drive active.
Add them to a nice... I mean, they kind of do everything, but they have a focus on industrial stuff, seems like, which I enjoy doing off camera. So it's been good. Yeah, and then they've got a couple people that do some wormholing also. So might be able to arrange something with them eventually.
Warp drive.
Maybe go into one as a group and just poke around, see what we can get up to. Yeah, for right now, just
Docking permission requested.
running some security missions in Amarr space.
Docking request
Getting the standings up. Working our way towards level 2 missions, because level 1s are not good. Yeah. Alright, what's the next mission here? One of those hostages you rescued turned out to be quite resourceful. While aboard the pirate's vessel, she hacked into its communication logs and discovered something interesting. One of the Seven's core members, a man named Benod, has managed to strand himself in space on his way to pick up some victims that were kidnapped some time ago. We have a golden opportunity here to not only strike a blow to the Seven, but recover some of our earlier losses as well. Head out to these coordinates at once and blast Fenod to pieces, but be sure to scrape some of his DNA off of the front of your ship before returning. We'll use it to forge an identification transponder for your next mission. Okay. So if one of the Seven dies, do they have to change their name to the Six? Seems like a bit of a flaw in the naming convention there. I mean, either that or they have to promote someone else. In the Bible, King David had an elite group of soldiers called the 300, and that's what he did. Every time someone died, he'd promote someone to fill their spot. Oh, nice. Yeah, I got some already, thankfully. Mined some ore, and then got some from this stuff. So I should have finished
Drive active.
the second segment here. Yep. Go ahead and claim all that. Still plenty to do, but every bit helps. Block targets. Okay. Back off, man. You're no match for my custom rig. Even with how messed up it is. Either way, you'd better run before Irina, it's here. She'll blast you. Okay. That's great. You're not going to be around long enough for her to get here. Yeah, I do still need to do that. So let's go loot this guy's ship. I think I have a missile blueprint back in the station, so I'll have to do that before I get off tonight. If I remember. Oh. Destination. And let's head back to the mission giver.
Warp drive active.
I don't know if I have any minerals to make it though. I'm gonna have to look at.
Warp drive active.
Let's turn this in.
Docking permission requested.
Another.
Docking request accepted.
I'd like to finish this chain before we're done for the night, which I think should be pretty easy. Only got a couple more missions of it left. Next one. Hope you didn't have too much trouble with Fenod. I didn't. Our engineers have completed the fake transponder and installed it in a shuttle, which is ready for you to take it to the rendezvous point. Story is that Fanad's ship was disabled and he's been forced to limp to the rendezvous point in an ordinary shuttle. I don't know who's going to meet you there, but it'll probably be another officer from the 7, so try not to pick a fight. Remember, this shuttle is unarmed and doesn't have any real defenses, so if your disguise fails, you'll have to make a run for it. Oh, and there's one last thing. That shuttle doesn't have the oxygen capacity to hold that many people for very long, so you won't be able to make it back here. We're sending a rescue vessel to linger nearby, but for obvious reasons it can't be anywhere inside sensor range of this meeting. Use the acceleration gate in the area to meet up with it and drop off the hostages. Okay. Well, this sucks. Alright. Into this weird Caldari shuttle. I'm not loving this. Well, let's go.
Warp drive active.
Guess at least the warping there and back will be pretty fast.
Warp drive active.
Almost there. Alright, need to activate the acceleration gate. Let's do that.
Warp drive active.
Doesn't look like anyone's here at the moment. Oh. Anarchism? Hostages must be in those holding cells. Get them to the rescue ship on the other side of that acceleration gate. Okay. That's the plan. Hang on a second. Fanad wasn't able to interface with anything without putting aside several... Back here with that loot. Alright, hopefully I'm moving fast enough that they can't really hit me. At least not very hard.
Warp drive active.
Alright. Left them in the dust. Stolen Concorde ship. I assume that's where we're putting the people? I would guess so. Confirmed, we have the hostages safely aboard. We're warping out. Alright, I'm going back to the base here. Turn in this mission. Oh, I get it. The oxygen thing wasn't about me having oxygen, it's about the hostages having oxygen. Got it. Now I get it. I was like, I'm in a capsule. Like, I should be fine. No, I understand now. Let's stock up. I wonder if I get to keep the shuttle. Not that I need one, but it's always handy to have one around. Apparently doesn't hurt anything. Yeah. I feel like at least some people are paying attention and know what the mission givers are talking about, even if I don't. I usually figure it out, though.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
There should be one more mission in this chain. If this will load. Alright, let's close it and try again. Connection lost. Well, that's not good. Oh, well. Let's try and log back in, but it seems like I got kicked. Which sucks. Alright, sir. Have a good night. Ivan. We'll see you next time, and enjoy your slumber. Yeah, it says client's running. Hasn't quite loaded up just yet. Come on. All right. I don't know what that was about exactly, but hopefully it doesn't happen again. These things happen with online games occasionally. Random connection issues and whatever. I did mention we just had a tropical storm, so could have something to do with it. Never know. But let's start this conversation. Alright, complete mission. Okay. That was some impressive flying. To admit, hostages are quite grateful to have been returned safely. In fact, I have a message for you from one of them. You can stick around for a minute or two. Yep, let's request this next mission. Here's the rescued hostage's message. Brave Capsulier, allow me to offer my sincere thanks for your efforts to rescue me and my fellow hostages from the clutches of the Seven. If you would be interested, I've offered Memasad Amshul, yeah, I think that's what it says, a sum of isk to pay you in exchange for doing me a little favor. During my time with the Seven, one of their officers was so cruel that I'm inclined to seek revenge on a personal level. Okay. Seeing as you have become quite familiar with their organization and tactics, I can think of no one better suited for carrying out this task. Please destroy his ship for me. If you're interested, the target's name is Locked. We're gonna go with that. And I happen to know where he'll be in the near future, as one of his lieutenants let the information slip during casual conversation when I was nearby. Once again, thank you for freeing me from the 7 clutches. I hope you find my offer appealing. What do I say? I say yes. I would do it for free, honestly. Let's go get this person. But I'm going to have to come back and get out of the shuttle. I'm not going to be able to do much in the way of ship destroying in a shuttle.
Docking permission requested.
Details. Little details. Come on, dock me back up.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I wonder why they give you a Caldera shuttle for this mission. Maybe because it's like some of the stuff the pirates are flying. It would make sense. Okay, now we can go get this guy. Put the destination and jump.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Alright, we need to approach this guy. Glad you got my message. Implanting triggered responses into the minds of our former captives is the easy part. The hard part is figuring out what to do with nosy capsuleers that interfere with our operations. Listen, we're both capsuleers, so there's really no point in dueling out here in the middle of space, is there? Here's my offer. If you head over to those asteroids, you'll find a cargo container with some valuable odds and ends inside. You don't have to tell anyone where you got them. Or I could just kill you, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'd hoped you were smarter than that. Let's waste some time and resources, then. Here we go, boys. Yep, I know. It wasn't locked yet, I get it. That's it, huh? Okie doke. Destination. Drone's back in the bay. And let's head home.
Warp drive active.
That was a nice easy one. Actually. The cargo container still there? No, it does not look like it. Okay. Worth a look.
Warp drive active.
Worth a look. Truth be told, probably just gonna ambush me in the asteroids anyway. And realistically speaking, the bounty that I get for offing him was probably going to be more than the value of whatever was in that cargo container. Sadly.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested.
Alright, I'm getting distracted by my corp chat.
Docking request accepted.
They are a funny lot. Talking about economics and opinions on it. Reddit conversations and such. Good times. Alright, let's turn this in. What am I, your receptionist? Here's another message from the hostage you rescued. Trustworthy Capsuleer. It's going to take quite a while to replace that ship. Well done, and thank you again for all of your efforts against the Seven. Alright, well that was that mission chain done. 5 out of 5. So now, quest a new mission. See what we get. Alright, although Sancho's nation usually has a firm grip over the criminal strata in our system, the Angel Cartel have been poking its ugly nose in here of late, which is perfectly fine with us. In fact, watching the two outlawed organizations duke it out is one of my favorite pastimes. If we're lucky, it will give both sides a good bruising, which will only work in our favor. Of course, there's also bad news. An interbus ship traveling to this system got caught in the middle of one of the pirate war zones. The ship was damaged beyond repair and can neither warp out nor navigate away from the crossfire. Your task is to rescue the ship's crew. Please retrieve them before any more harm is done. They're already scared out of their minds. The faster you get this done, the better. Oh, and before you leave, I'd like to give you a word of advice. When you venture into this particular dead space area, the warp gates are not locked, which gives you the chance to avoid most of the conflict, if you're not up to the fight. However, I'm told only frigate and destroyer class ships can activate the first gate. Okay. Good luck. Oh, we're in a destroyer, so... Looks like we have someone requesting our aid with a mission. That pop up once we undock. Services for a very special mission. Possible if you're interested, this mission is us most important. Notice to the world. Alright, so that is a storyline mission. So we'll try to tackle that once we're done with this.
Warp drive active.
For a different company than we've been working for, but that's okay. It's all Amarr standing overall, so we'll take it. Yeah, one of the biggest things here is just trying to build up the standings with Amarr, because I want to do some stuff for Sisters of Eve, and I know occasionally that hits the Amarr standings, and obviously want to stay positive if at all possible. Okay, there's couple people here. Jeez. And over there. Also G's. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to orbit the acceleration gate. And just let everyone come to us. Get here when they get here. I want to make sure we've got red brackets on everyone before we launch the drones. I want them targeting me and not my drones. Honestly, we probably don't need to orbit this so far away. Do 5K. There's 2 gates. That's interesting. Gate to the Sancho base. Gate to the cartel base. Probably do the Sancho base. Right now, I'm just gonna let these guys come and take everybody out. They're getting closer. Okay. That one I do want to open. Bunch of enemies on the other gate. They aren't moving. Alright, let's grab all that stuff. Let's approach these guys. Yeah, got some tackling equipment there. These ones are pretty far away. They're not even moving towards me yet. They're just sitting out there. Oh, that's cool. Selected item thing tells you how much the bounty is on each of these guys. A little over 6K for each of them. Alright, now they're starting to move towards me. Gotta get him close enough to actually do something about him. Tracking disrupted. Okay. I'm back in the bank and head towards. Well, let's do this one. Have a drink while we have the opportunity.
are we on the LP so far?
Warp drive.
Oh, 775. We should actually be able to get one of the lower tier implants. That would be good. Alright, let's orbit this thing. Okay. Activate the speech.
Warp drive active.
Looks like there's just a whole slew of little rooms here.
Warp drive active.
Alright. Now we need to activate the gate to the cartel. Got some bounty ISK there, that's always good. I was wondering if it'd give me a chance to come back to the other gate. And it did, so. Love it.
Warp drive active.
Is it launching us backwards? Oh no, I'm just at the front of the gate. Like, what's going on? I'm not even gonna move.
Orbit the acceleration gate, I guess. Activate gate. To the next room.
Warp drive active.
Alright, looks like everyone's already taken care of here.
Warp drive active.
Need to activate the acceleration gate. Well, this is kind of where we started. Hello. How is it going? I need to read the mission things here. Alright. Where are these goods? 20 times ship's crew. Gotcha. That's the part I was missing. Doing good, thank you. What you got going tonight? Besides watching Twitch, if anything. Very good. That is clearly what I am also doing. Not super challenging, but I like the storylines, and it's kind of fun to run them. So you just see one or level ones, so security missions. So that's why they're not super challenging.
Warp drive active.
Alright. Those bounties. Now we're looking for cargo containers, which this site has none. Does have enemies again, though. Make all drones. If any of these people have the crew that we're supposed to recover. Or if it's just random stuff. No, let's activate the gate. I think it's just going to be random stuff. This last room, I'm pretty sure, one where we came in and everything was dead, is where we're going to find the cargo container. It's the people we're supposed to recover. And this little prompt here is not helpful because it just keeps telling me to activate the acceleration gate. Over and over and over. It's clearly not what is required. Yeah. Damaged heron. That's probably what we're looking for. There's the ship's crew. Got him. May as well grab this while we're sitting here. Alright, let's dock back up. And we'll use our last couple minutes here of the stream. And we'll grab one of the implants that we need. We'll look at the skills that we're training right now. What kind of attributes are required for these? Memory and intelligence. Intelligence and memory. And all my drone stuff was memory and perception, so we're probably going to go with the one that does memory. Seems to affect the most of what I have coming up shortly. So let us finish this mission. And get this extra crap out of the cargo bay here. Alright, let's check out the LP store. Alright, so we want memory augmentation. I do believe we have the ISK for it in the LP, so let's grab that. Yes. Okay. Go ahead and install that. If I can find it. Well, that's a sift through. Go info. Yeah, just a +1 bonus, but that's fine. Let's plug in. Every little bit helps. So there we go. Alright guys, I think we did pretty well tonight. Appreciate you all watching. And since a lot of you joined me from a raid, I think it's only fair to go ahead and pass that along. So let me duck out here and get that set up for y'all. Oh my. That's better. Jeez. Oh. Bitch. Always a good time. Moving into my channel here. Alright, I think we are going to go ahead and do a raid for Lilium Cobra. I appreciate all you guys joining and hanging out. Been fun, and hope to see you guys next Tuesday when we do some more EVE Online. Or if you like Minecraft, we're doing that on Saturday at 7. So feel free to join us for that as well. But let's go ahead and join our other friends' channel here. See what they've got going on. They don't allow raids. Dadgone it. Okay. Let's do Anarchos. Done. Alright, hang on. Can't do Anarchos because intended for mature audiences. I mean, we're just batting 1,000 here. Try Dave Archer. Okay, there we go. Head to Dave Archer's channel. Treat him with respect. Have a good time. Give him some follows and just participate in the chat. Oh, this looks like a party. They've got quite a bit going on here.
Hey, Pastor Wayne. I think this deserves another giveaway. We're gonna give away a Varga Scopes Indication skin.
Yeah, appreciate all the support, guys. It's been good. And we will catch you next time. Until then, bye safe.